have been told there isn't any bad PR. Is that right? I am just wondering if good PR and bad PR, it is PR, or is it a little bit more dangerous? Just to answer some questions and give us some fantastic story, I've got PR guru with us today. Hello, Jill. How are you?
Hey, Claire, great to be here with you.
Oh, it's so lovely for you to come and join me. And so we've met in one of those networking events, Jill, and we've just been connecting and staying in touch with each other ever since. Just tell us a little bit about you.
Oh,
What do
thank you. Well, I've written 4 books, actually. They're all behind me, including Guerrilla Publicity, which we'll talk a little bit. And my latest book is called The Profit of Kindness. And I teach virtual publicity courses and really help people to get their message out and to create visibility in an affordable and simple way. Plus, this year I'm leading a year of kindness every single month. So excited. And that's based on the profit of kindness. So we're doing kindness circles every single month.
Oh, that's fantastic. I talk a lot about bringing more care into our businesses, which is the same kind of thing, isn't it? That kindness, that care, that really meaning that, a bit of that yin energy that we bring into businesses. What is your story? You've got a customer service story. Is that a good story or not such a great story?
Well, I think we all have both, but I'm going to give you a good story because I like good news. All right.
Excellent. I'm the same. I'm the same.
So in terms of a good customer service story, I speak all over the world and fly a lot. And well, pre-pandemic, half the month, literally flying somewhere to give a presentation. And Southwest Airlines has been the airline that I've been flying on mostly. Well, they're a wonderful airline in terms of customer service, which is why I fly them, because frankly, you don't even have an assigned seat. But because I fly so much, the good news is I'm lucky to be elevated to at least the first to board, right? So that's helpful. But I will tell you what was even more helpful was when I got sick and had to cancel an engagement. Southwest policy is far more flexible than most airlines, who will charge you anywhere from $150 to $250 to change your flight. And, for a person who travels a lot, I'm sure you all can understand if you've traveled a lot, that things change. And what I love about Southwest customer policy is their ability to change with you, right? And that's what I've always loved. And there was a time, because they have this rule about you have to be so much in advance to cancel your flight, right? So you'll get credit for the next flight. Super great.
Yeah.
And I wasn't enough in advance. I woke up sick one day, etc. And I remember it was like 5 a.m. and I was supposed to actually be on my way to the airport. I don't feel well. I can hardly think. And I call customer service and I said, I know I'm not within your rule about how much in advance I need to call to get my credit. But frankly, I don't feel well. And, I'm a good customer. I'm on their A-list, and she said, I'm going to make an exception for you and we're going to give you a credit. Now, here's the truth, Claire. That's probably at least the second or maybe third time that's happened where somebody who answers the phone has said to me, I'm going to make an exception for you. To me, in customer service, making the exception, even though they may have seen they did it before, is the smart thing to do. I like to say, and even in my own business with publicity consulting and my publicity courses, here's my rule. 80% of the time the rules work and 20% of the time we need to make exceptions. And I think that's the right thing to do. And sometimes, like with Profit of Kindness, I remember hearing stories from people around bending the rules. And that's actually what was the kind thing to do, the right thing to do. And so when I'm sick and can't get on a plane and, trying not to stress because of whatever else, when a customer service rep at Southwest Airlines makes things good for me, I remember that. And that makes me want to fly again, even though I don't get a guaranteed seat, even though, right? Because they're good customer service people.
Absolutely. And how did you feel actually when she said that? You were not feeling good. You just couldn't do it. And you picked up the phone possibly with a bit of apprehension and thinking, I really need to cancel that. How did you feel when she said that suddenly? You're like,
well, that, exhale, that exhale that we do, because I felt a deep sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I felt like somebody heard me.
Yeah.
I, was, when you're not feeling well anyway, it's already hard enough. And she goes, oh, you don't sound good. Don't worry about it, and she was human with me, acknowledging the fact that, yes, I didn't sound good. And she knew I didn't feel good, and she was going to make an exception. And that's a beautiful thing, because it was a hard enough call to make. Yes, I didn't feel well. I could have just blown it off, eaten the cost of it, right? But that didn't feel good. And I felt really heard on both sides. Number one, she acknowledged what I was going through. And number two, she made an exception, which was the right thing to do, and made me feel more special as a special customer. And that's a good thing.
Absolutely. I mean, and it's also a difficult thing, because you're also on the phone. And that those phone conversations sometimes aren't easy, because you haven't got the face-to-face, you haven't got the rapport building. So she's had to actually build rapport with you in a way where she could really connect, feel that empathy, deal with the situation, be aware of the situation, and turn it into a really, really nice gesture for you.
She did all the above, and that's good customer service.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I mean, what can we say? What was the airline again?
Yeah, see, we're still, now you want to talk publicity? The airline is Southwest Airlines.
Yeah.
I am a consistent customer because of that. And I remember in Profit of Kindness, I was talking to a person who at a bread company made an exception for their customer, and guess what happened? They shouted it out on social media. They keep talking about it, just like we're talking about it here. Yeah. That's the wonderful piece about good customer service, is it gets you good publicity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the good will create that buzz, but the bad can really take you down just like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
4 bad words can damage your whole company in seconds. And that's the thing about, really, when you're looking at everything that you do, you're in public all the time, you're sharing things all the time. So really kind of bringing that real empathy to your customers is amazing. Yes, excellent. So just a little recap. So the story today, let's be flexible. Come on, people. We need flexibility. We need to be able to adapt. It doesn't cost much just to do a few clicks and then be able to change somebody's slides. Be flexible. Don't put the hand up and actually say, no, we're not doing that. No, policies are better than that. Just really kind of be that flexible person. And also, I think the word as well, the way she worded it, I'll make an exception, made you feel probably even more valued. Oh, she's making an exception just for me. She probably does that to everybody, doesn't she? But it made you feel even more valued. So, those are the kind of words. And I think that the last word that you said is really important as well, just to be kind. Just to be kind. That's what we all want. We all want to feel that, somebody actually cares. And, being kind for an organization, like a large organization like that airline, it's really good. So they must be doing something right internally to be able to get their staff to do that themselves. So thank you very, very much for your story. If you want more stories, you can click on the button there and watch the other stories that, I've been talking to so many people now. And just if anybody wants to connect with you or buy your book or watch your website, how do they get in touch with you?
Well, thank you. You go to jilllublin.com and JILLLUBLIN.com. And for a free gift, go to publicitycrashcourse.com/free gift, and more cool things about great ways to keep your name out there.
Amazing. What amazing customer service is that? Well, thank you. I will put the links down below the video, Jill, so people will be able to click on them as well and go and get that course. That's amazing. And it's
thank you.